Let's now talk about the future, and we're talking tech. Africa's tech sector is on the rise, and that momentum was on full display at the Africa Technology Expo in Lagos. More than 4,000 people from over 15 countries came together for the 2025 edition, showing just how much global interest there is in Africa's digital future. The event wasn't just about ideas, it was actually about action. Leaders in tech, business and innovation tackled everything from infrastructure and software to cloud systems and startup growth. A major theme, Africa is no longer on the sidelines of tech. It is building its own path, and quite fast too. The Expo's convener summed it up best, calling it a deal room, not just a conference, where the focus is on real outcomes, not just talk. With future editions already being considered in other cities, the continent's tech story is clearly moving beyond borders. Let's talk some more about this, and especially about the future of tech in Africa. Agri-tech expert Sandra Eneremadu joins me live from the UK. Good to have you join us on World Now. About 4,000 plus tech leaders, we understand, were in attendance from over 15 countries. What does this signify about the current state and the future potential of Africa's tech ecosystem?
So the turnout represents the African tech legitimacy movement. When you have 4,000 leaders from 15 countries converging in Lagos, you're witnessing the fundamental shifts happening simultaneously. We'll go with market recognition. The global tech opportunity has recognized that Africa isn't just a new market, it's an essential market. We're talking about 1.3 billion people and growing middle class, from mobile adoption rates to surpassing many developed countries. Companies like Google don't send their West African directors to nice to have events.
All right. I hear you. And there are actually existing concerns about, some challenges of accessibility, affordability, and impact, especially in delivering tech solutions for the African market. How, how was it able to handle these challenges?
So let's talk about MTN CSU chats. For example, they focused heavily on 5G, IoT implementation, which is crucial because Africa can't wait for perfect infrastructures. We're seeing a leapfrog technology from mobile money bypassing traditional banking, solar power bypassing grid electricity, and now 5G is bypassing fixed broadband. So for the affordability, what impressed me was the focus on SME growth, from small to medium-sized enterprises, and now the backbone of African economics. So let's say companies like Zoho, a gold sponsor, they're developing an African appropriate pricing model. We're seeing SaaS solutions designed for African purchasing power, rather than just taking things from the Western markets.
All right. And more often than not, for innovation, we hear the fact that all hands have to be on deck. So what roles would you say are available for government on one hand and the stakeholders on another to further accelerate the development of Africa's technology space?
So based on the conversations at 2025, I see government and stakeholders playing 4 crucial roles. Policy innovation. The government needs to focus more on regulatory entrepreneurs. Then infrastructure catalysts, skills development for companies like Andela. That's where they come in. So all their boot camps for developers, and then the regional integration. The most exciting aspect of it was expansion plans.
All right, then. And we understand that there are plans to take this to other cities, look at, across different sectors also. How exactly would this, catalyze a growth across different sectors and, of course, geographies within Africa's digital economy?
So for that section, would say it is a launch pad. It deals on being made. Partnerships are forming. Investors are scouting for scalable models. By focusing on enterprise outcomes and not inspiration, it has become continent's business-focused tech epicenter. It connects startups with corporations, SMEs with financiers, and government with global tech players. The ripple effect is growth. Not just tech companies, but agriculture, finance, education, and logistics, because it's Pan-African. We're
All right.
likely to see a cross-border pilot and digital trade collaboration across so many modes.
But you know, that continued concern about what happens with tech. Will tech, AI, and code take over people's jobs? In about 30 seconds, if you would respond to that.
No, no, no. I don't think so. I think AI is just here to support people, not to take over their jobs. It's more like the go-to mentor.
All right, then. Agri-tech expert Sandra Eneremadu, thank you for your time on World Now.
Thank you.